Welcome back to First and Five, the NFL show that you need to watch if you want to sound a bit smart around your mate. Guys, can I say something a bit sad? The NFL regular season has now come to an end.
No!
Where did the time go? That means one thing, the NFL playoffs.
Yes!
Now, a lot of you might be new to the NFL and not know how the playoffs work, but don't worry, I've got you covered. Once you know the structure of how the NFL playoffs work, it's actually pretty simple. So the NFL is split into two conferences. You have got the AFC and the NFC, with each conference having 4 geographical divisions with it, making 8 divisions in total in the NFL. At the end of the regular season, the team that finishes top of each division goes through to the playoffs. And each conference's 4 division winners are seeded 1 through 4 based on their record. After that, the next 3 best teams in each conference qualify for the playoffs regardless of their division. These are what we call the wildcard teams, and they take seeds 5, 6, and 7. Meaning in the NFL playoffs, we will have 7 teams from the AFC and 7 teams from the NFC. Each conference then runs its own knockout tournament, with the first seed in the AFC and the first seed in the NFC getting a first round bye. And the matchups are 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, and 4 versus 5.
I'm so confused!
After the wildcard round, we enter the divisional round where the number 1 seed plays the lowest ranked team that got through from the wildcard, while the 2 other winners of the wildcard round then face each other. The 2 winners of the AFC divisional round go through to the AFC Championship, and the winners of the NFC divisional round go through to the NFC Championship. And then the AFC champion and the NFC champion face off in the Super Bowl. Now we know how the playoffs are set up, let's look at who's actually in it. In at the 1 seeds, we have the Denver Broncos, who squeaked their way to the peak of the AFC. Over in the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks and Sam Darnold are good value for the number 1 seed. Drake May's New England Patriots and Caleb Williams' Chicago Bears occupy both 2 seeds. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles sit adjacent to Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars as a 3 seed. Aaron Rodgers is rolling back the years with the Steelers, who sit at the 4 seed in the AFC. Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers, looking like the definition of a wildcard team, sitting at the 4 seed in the NFC. The Texans and Rams are the 5 seeds. The San Francisco 49ers and Buffalo Bills are the 6 seed, with the Chargers and Packers occupying 7. Now, this isn't the playoff lineup that we expected going into this season, but it's very fun knowing that we don't know who is going to win the Super Bowl this year. But now that the playoffs are here, we need to have a conversation about the players and teams that didn't make the offseason. Because one of the main reasons that the NFL has been so crazy this year is all of the upset. And we said this at the start of the season, parity in the NFL is increasing to the point where we do not know who is going to win on any given game day. The unpredictable nature of the 2025 NFL season has led us to a postseason without players like Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, Dak Prescott, and Baker Mayfield. Now, granted, a few of these quarterbacks were out for a period of the season because of injury, but they were all on teams that we expected to get to the playoffs regardless. Since their week 1 loss versus the Chargers in Sao Paulo, it's been very clear that this season's Kansas City Chiefs are not the same team that almost won 4 Super Bowls in 7 years. Lamar Jackson's season has been patchy due to injury, but the Ravens will still pick to the playoffs by a seemingly inferior Pittsburgh Steelers team. Baker Mayfield of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Jared Goff of the Detroit Lions are both on teams that, let's be honest, have regressed. And Jaden Daniels and Joe Burrow are both on teams that fell apart when they were out due to injury. Dak Prescott, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You were on a Cowboys team that had a lot more issues than its quarterback. But the omittance of some of these star players from this season's playoffs shows that the days of your quarterback leading you solo might be over. In 2025, you actually need a team around you. Crazy, right? Now, going back to the teams that are in the playoffs, I've got a sneaky feeling that a lot of these road teams might get far. During the season, you would have heard a lot of announcers screaming about teams fighting to the very end to get as high of a seed as possible. Because some teams will be happy that they made the playoffs, but other teams will be upset that they don't get another home game this season. But in the wildcard round, I predict that this won't be an issue. Firstly, the Buffalo Bills travel to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I can see Josh Allen coming out of Florida with a win. The LA Chargers will be traveling coast to coast to go face the New England Patriots in Foxborough, and I think the Chargers can come out with a W as well. The Houston Texans travel to the Steelers, and not only do I think the Texans are going to win, I don't think the Steelers will score a touchdown. The 12-5 LA Rams travel to the 8-9 Carolina Panthers, enough said. The Packers will be facing their arch nemesis, the Chicago Bears, and I think that this will be Jordan Love's legacy game. And the San Francisco 49ers then travel to the Philadelphia Eagles, and I think Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey come out with a W as well. And I won't put money on it, but don't be surprised if we see road wins in abundance this wildcard weekend. And now I know what you're thinking, TJ, you're not really going to be doing a playoff episode without giving giving us your Super Bowl favorites, well, let me give it a go. Predicting a Super Bowl winner in the 2025 season is a risk, but I'm gonna try and do it. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. I would love to go with my 14-3 Denver Broncos to win the Super Bowl, but how confident am I really? The Seahawks aren't a bad shout, and you've also got the Texans and even the Eagles. But right now, I am still going to go with my week 3 prediction that we see the LA Rams represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And I think my heart is set on the LA Rams matching up against the Denver Broncos. And the winners of that game, who else am I going to choose? But before you start commenting, American TJ's got the Broncos winning the Super Bowl, that is what my heart says. Let me tell you what my brain says. If I was going to really commit to a result today, I am going with a Houston Texans versus LA Rams Super Bowl. And between those two, I have to go with Matthew Stafford and the LA Rams, despite people saying defense wins championship. But saying all of this, I'm still not sure. But those are 5 things that you need to look out for going into this weekend's wildcard round of the playoffs. What are your thoughts though? Comment down below and let me know. And as always, if you have enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the NFL UK and Ireland YouTube channel. I've been American TJ, peace.